All of us know that the only silver lining of this corona pandemic has been the way in which we have been able to use this virtual platform, cutting across geographical barriers and connecting to one another and enhancing our research activities. At the very outset, I would like to introduce our guests for this inaugural session. We are very fortunate to have with us Honorable Sir Shri N.C. Sharma, Director of Higher Education, Government of Tripura, as our chief guest. Welcome, sir, to the inaugural session. We also have with us Shri Deepak Vardhan, Principal in Charge, Ram Thakur College, as the President for the inaugural session. Welcome, sir, to this inaugural session. Keeping with the tradition of beginning an academic event with an invocation, I would like to invite Srimati Papri Roy to render the meditational prayer. Over to you, Papri Madam.
Namaste. Om Sahana Bhavatu Sahano Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahe Tejasvinam Vadhitamastu Ma Vidvishavahe Om Sahana Bhavatu Sahano Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahe Tejasvinam Vadhitamastu Om Sahana Bhavatu Sahano Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahe Tejasvinam Vadhitamastu Ma Vidvishavahe Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. May there be peace for all. Namaste.
Thanks, Papri Madam, for that meditational prayer. Those of you who are not well versed with the Sanskrit shloka, I'm just giving a translation of that. May the Almighty protect students and teachers and nourish the both of us together. May the students and teachers work in sync with intensity and our learning be efficient and impressive. And may there be no enmity between us. May there be peace for all. Thank you. May I now call upon Dr. Biplab Lagado, HOD Department of Commerce, Ram Thakur College, to deliver the welcome address. Biplab, sir.
Thank you, madam. Honorable Director, Sir, Sri N.C. Sharma, Higher Education Department, respected Principal, Sir, Sri Deepak Vardhan, respected resource person who are engaged in this ceremony, all the participants who are here. At the onset of the 5 days workshop, I, Dr. Biplab Lagardo, on behalf of Department of Commerce, Ram Thakur College in particular, and Ram Thakur College in general, takes this pleasure to welcome you all in this grand event. This event is sponsored by ICSSR and is a 5 days workshop. Part of it is a theoretical session, which we call technical sessions, theoretical, and the rest are virtual hands-on SPSS social science software, that is Jamovi, which is latest we have included. This whole program is divided into 20 sessions, though the first session is inaugural and the last session is valedictory session. So we have total 18 sessions. We have included professors from different areas, from different streams, to help us with the knowledge in research methodology. A common link is given to which the participants can take part in the sessions. Question hour may be fixed by the resource person, and there is no fixed timing. It depends upon how the resource person will take up the question. However, I do hope that all will benefit from this workshop. And I once and again welcome you all to this event. Thank you for being with us. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Biplab Lagardo, HOD, Department of Commerce, for your welcome address. Now, I would like to request our Honorable Director of Higher Education, Government of Tripura, NC Sharma sir, to kindly deliver the inaugural address. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, madam. I am audible?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Respected Principal Sahib and respected faculties of Ram Thakur Mahavidyalaya and the respected participants, my dear students who have joined in this webinar. And this is a very big subject of the research field, and which is sociology. Actually, what so far I understand, the sociology includes all, because we all are the components of a society. Since human beings are the parts of the society, we live in society. So our society starts from individual. So individual to home, house, to the villages, to the paras, to the states, to the country. So that the society, to the communities, to the ethnic communities, that the society proceeds. So, in my opinion, the society starts from individual, and the characteristics of the individual changes from an individual entity to the social entity. Behavioral changes occur when one is in individual status, then the behavioral status changes when he or she is in the society. What we find in practice. So, when we study the society, we study all the behavioral aspects, that is the economic status, social status, ethnic status, and other aspects of the society. So in this sense, all the studies, it may be scientific studies, it may be the economical studies, it may be the historical studies, all the studies are clubbed in the society. So research in social activities, sociology, I think it includes all fields. And students, you know that in a research methodology, the statistics is a very important issue. We have to collect data in different fields, particularly in the social science. So far I think that it is mainly based on the data collected from the researchers from the various fields of the society. So data collection, sample collection is a very important matter, and it should be accurate. Accuracy is the main thing for data collection, for further analysis, and the drawing the inference. So as you know all these facts, you better know. I am just touching upon the points which are required for forming the planning by any department for the development of the society. So data collection, analysis, inference, and then materializing the what you have got from the analysis. That means materializing the research output. So in this case, I request all my colleagues, you take the opportunity from the department, that means higher education department, you submit small projects with taking the students in consideration. That means you make a small group of students, it may be in different departments, and make a small project on the social issues of villages, of the different helmets of the municipalities, and please you send this proposal to us. We'll place to the government that the researchers, particularly in the social sciences, they want to this kind of activities in the villages to find out the actual facts, and we should give the scope for this work. So as you know that in the new education policy also, there is the expansion, there should be expansion of knowledge within the common people. As you are research workers, research guides, you are the experts in this field. So your knowledge, your thoughts, and your plans and programs should be communicated to the common mass so that they can take the benefit of your research work. Suppose, for instance, I am telling you, the government is implementing number of schemes in villages, in municipalities. But whether these schemes are being implemented properly, we are monitoring, but I don't know whether this kind of monitoring is sufficient to find out the what benefit the people are getting. So I think you may also think about this. You may take your adopted villages. We are also going to make a program also, that is to extend the number of villages, adopted villages by the colleges, and make research projects on this. And we are working on this. We'll inform you that what we need from you regarding the development of, that means involvement of the students and the professors in the development of villages. So we are thinking over this, and after that is forming a project-like structure, we'll inform you in time. Now I request you take the social issues of the villages and the development activities of the villages, and please collect the data whether the government initiatives are being properly implemented in the villages, particularly in the remote villages. Suppose, for example, Swachhata Abhijan, cleanliness, and the government is doing everything for implementation of this scheme, and household toilets have been constructed in all the households of the state. But whether these are being used by the common people, this is the issue. Whether any impact of this project, that means of this scheme of the government over the on the common people, whether they are hesitating to for getting the scope of this scheme, or whether they are avoiding this, or whether they are changing their lifestyle. And this kind of activities and this kind of issues may be studied by you all professors, and by involving the students also. So you have the enough knowledge, you have the enough people with you for social studies, studies of the different social issues in village level, in community level, in the city level also. So I am always with you to support you in this regard, and I hope if all of you engage yourself in this kind of study and support the department and government for in the implementation of the social schemes, benefit of for getting the benefits from the social schemes by the common mass, it will be a beautiful thing, and it will be a very progressive thing to be done by the colleges, and thus will be able to do something for the common masses from where we have emerged out. We are not outside the societies. We have come from this kind of societies. We have come from the most of us have come from the villages. Many of us have come from the remote villages, and we have not been able to change so much in our native villages. Though we are educated, we know everything, but we have not been able to do many things for our own villages. So now the only thing you can do, you can partially you can do that what is going on in the villages, how they are being benefited, what is the impact of different steps taken by the government on the villages. These are the, I think, maybe I have no so much knowledge on this subject. I think if you study this subject in a systematic way, in a system of research, then it will be a great benefit for the society, and I hope you all will be engaged in this kind of work, and will be and that college will be engaged in the development of the society and villages. Thank you all. I don't know whether link is the subject of research methodology. Before I can express me, I have expressed, and I will be from your lecturer, like a distinguished personalities who have joined here, and the students. I request you, make you fit for the society, take the benefit of the society, and make your future brighter and brighter, and be useful for the society from where you have come from. Thank you all.
Thank you, sir, for your kind gesture. You have talked about the importance of statistics, that is data collection, and you have talked about how sample collection has to be accurate. You touched upon several points for carrying out research that could be beneficial for the society. Thanks, sir, for your advice to come out with research proposals by forming small group of students and carrying out applied research in adopted villages by the respective colleges. You have also talked about looking into proper implementation of government schemes in villages. Thanks, sir, for your pledge to support us in carrying out this kind of research. Thank you once again, sir. Now I would call upon our respected principal, sir, to deliver the presidential address.
Thank you, madam. Am I audible, madam?
Yes, sir.
Good morning, everybody. Respected Director, Department of Higher Education, Government of Tripura, Sri N.C. Sharma, eminent dignitaries, respected resource persons from various states of our country, dear colleagues and participants. As President of the inaugural session of the ICSSR NERC, sponsored 5 days workshop on research methodology in social science, I have little opportunity to speak on the issue. At the very outset, I take the opportunity with pleasure to welcome and thank one and all in the EU workshop organized by Department of Commerce, Ram Thakur College, Agartala, Tripura. I convey my gratitude to Sri N.C. Sharma, Director, Department of Higher Education, Government of Tripura, and inaugurator of the workshop for being here with us in spite of a busy schedule. He has always been a supporter of dissemination and sharing of knowledge. His deliberation in today's session was very insightful and relevant, and we hope that we would continue with such endeavor in future as well. Our dignitaries, our distinguished resource person, in spite of their busy schedule, have consented to share their valuable insight on research methodology. My wholehearted gratitude to the respected resource persons. I am sure that participants will be immensely benefited and enlightened from the lectures of resource person. We all know that research methodology is a way to systematically solve the research problems. Various steps are studied that are generally adopted by a researcher in studying his research problem, along with the logic behind them. It is necessary for the researcher to know not only the research methods and techniques, but also the methodology. Researchers not only need to know how to develop certain indices or tests, how to calculate the statistical measures like mean, median, mode, standard deviation, or how to apply particular research techniques, but they also need to know which of these methods or techniques are relevant and which are not, and what would they mean and indicate. In short, researchers need to present why a research study has been undertaken, how the research problem has been defined, in what way and why the hypothesis has been formulated, what data have been collected and what particular methods has been adopted, why particular techniques of analyzing data has been used, and a host of similar other questions are usually answered when we talk about research methodology concerning a research problem or study. In this workshop, topics like publishing quality research paper, ethical issues in thesis writing and publication, virtual hands-on statistical software will also be covered. Now, I should wrap up. I must thank Program Coordinator Dr. Biplab Lagardu, who have sincerely put all his efforts in organizing this workshop. My special thanks and heartfelt gratitude to ICSSR NERC for sponsoring this event. I must thank Joint Coordinators Dr. Arjun Gop and Dr. Shubhadeep Pal and the whole organizing team of our college. Once again, my sincere gratitude to one and all. I wish every success of the 5 days workshop. Thank you all.
Thank you, respected principal, sir, for your presidential address. Now I would call upon Dr. Ruma Bhattacharjee, Associate Professor, Department of History, to deliver the vote of thanks. Over to you, Ruma, madam.
Madam, am I audible?
Yes, yes.
Okay, thank you. A very good morning to you all. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, we are at the end of the inaugural session of our e-workshop organized by Department of Commerce Ram Thakur College on research methodology in social science, sponsored by Indian Council of Social Science Research, Northeastern Regional Center, and it's our duty to thank all those who helped us to make this an auspicious beginning. First of all, I would like to thank Honorable Director of Higher Education, Sri Nripendra Chandra Sharma sir. Sir, your gracious presence here today has been an invaluable support to us. Thank you so much, sir, for your presence and the valuable inaugural speech, which was really very enriching and inspiring. Next, I proceed to thank the principal of Ram Thakur College, Professor Deepak Bardhan, for his presidential speech. Thank you, sir, for your encouraging words. Your guidance and suggestions from time to time helped us a lot. Thank you once again. I also want to express my deep sense of gratitude and thanks to our esteemed resource persons of this long workshop whose valuable lectures would enrich and inspire academicians in multiple ways. Next, I proceed to thank ICSSR Northeast Regional Center for sponsoring this program. We are also deeply grateful to all the committee members of workshop for their suggestions from time to time. And finally, I'll not be doing justice if I did not thank the esteemed participants whose presence encouraged us a lot. Thank you all. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Roma Bhattacharjee. With that, we come to the end of this inaugural session. Thank you all.
Thank you everyone for being with us in this inaugural ceremony. Our next technical session starts at 12 noon. So we have few minutes in our hand. We can take some break and we'll be back at 12 noon today. Thank you everyone with the same link.